question that I would get asked all the time is, what camera should I buy? Well, with so many different makes and models and specifications on the market, I've decided to come to Dublin City Centre into Bermingham Cameras to get some expert advice. Hey Brian, how are you?
Hi Jenny, how are you?
Good, thanks, and you? So Brian, you know, everybody has a budget for a camera, you know, so what sort of questions would you get asked?
Okay, well, I suppose the first thing to say is that there's no such thing as a bad camera nowadays. No matter what shape or size of camera you want or what budget you're working within, there's something for you and something that will give you better photos than you will get from, for example, your mobile phone or your iPad or something like that. And
in terms of budget, we'll start at the very top, okay? The cheaper end of the camera range, which is this little point and shoot.
Okay, so this is it's a Canon model. It's a Canon XS185. It's a compact camera, so you don't have an interchangeable lens on it.
Okay.
It does have an 8x optical zoom, and then it has a good screen on the back, and will also record HD video if you wanted to.
Sure, and how much is this little camera here?
It's €129.
Okay, and of course we have the Fujifilm Instax camera.
That particular one there is the Instax Mini 90.
Okay.
That is a point and shoot camera that will print your photos straight away.
Sure.
So in instant print.
And that's not digital, is it?
No, it's
okay.
not digital.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll move on to this one here. Brian, tell me a little bit about this camera here, the Sony.
This is a Sony, it's the A5100.
Okay.
This is a mirrorless camera,
sure.
or a CSC camera.
Okay.
CSC stands for Compact System Camera.
Okay.
And what that means is basically that it's physically smaller and lighter than a normal digital SLR, but you do have the interchangeable lens facility that a digital SLR would have.
So if you want to go a step up from the point and shoot, this is the one?
That would be the one to go for.
And what does that retail at?
So that one retails at €499. That's after a cashback from Sony.
Great, okay, perfect. And then of course we'll move into our entry-level DSLR range. So this is a Nikon.
Yes, this is the Nikon D3400.
Okay.
This is the starting point of the digital SLRs. It is a very well spec camera though. It's 24 megapixels.
Sure.
It has a wireless connection to a smart device if you wanted to.
Okay.
The beauty about all DSLRs is that they're very easy to use. So they can have a point and shoot mode if you wanted to, but then you would also have full manual control and lots of other controls in there that will allow you to influence your photo and take more control over your images.
So if you want to step up from the mirrorless to go into the DSLR, this is the entry level.
That will be it.
Perfect. And then we'll move on then to this little one here. So this is, I haven't seen a huge amount of white cameras. Are they popular now with bloggers and vloggers?
That's exactly it, yes. So this is a Canon model, it's the EOS 200D. It's a step up from the Nikon model that we just looked at there. Has a couple of extra features on it. It has a swivel screen, and it also has a touch screen. It will have a slightly better autofocusing as well, and it's physically slightly smaller.
Okay.
This, as you said, is very popular with bloggers and vloggers because of the swivel screen and because of the touch screen.
Sure, and how much is this now?
So that one there is €639, and that's after a cashback from Canon.
And what is the cashback from Canon, Brian?
Okay, so a cashback is essentially a rebate.
Okay.
So after you purchase the camera, you can register the purchase with the manufacturer, and then they will refund the rebate amount back into your bank account.
Sure, so no matter what store you go to, you can get that back.
Yes.
And this one here then?
Okay, so this is a Nikon model. It's the D7500.
Okay.
This is a relatively new model. It only came out during the summer. This jumps substantially into the range. This will be aimed at a high-level enthusiast.
Sure.
Where this camera has extra functions over the other digital SLRs would be that it has a faster continuous drive, better autofocusing, more autofocusing points. So what that would mean is if you are tracking something that was moving, such as taking sports images or wildlife, this camera will allow you to capture images you wouldn't have been able to with one of the other digital SLRs.
So you literally keep your finger on the button and it takes all the photographs for you. Yeah, perfect. And of course my baby, and the one that I use, is this one here. So you can tell everyone what this one is.
Okay, yeah, you're familiar with this one, Jenny. It's the
Mark
Canon. It's the Canon EOS, the 5D Mark IV. So this would generally be aimed at professionals, or people would perceive that it's aimed at professionals. However, we're finding nowadays that there are more and more enthusiasts are putting a lot of their hard-earned money into camera equipment, and this is one of the most popular ones.
Okay.
It's a digital SLR. Essentially, it's kind of Canon's top model. It's got the best image quality, fast continuous drive, fast autofocusing. It just does everything for you, whether you're a professional or an enthusiast who just loves the best. That's what this one is.
Sure, and obviously interchangeable lenses,
Yes.
you know, and there are so many lenses available for this.
Yes, there is a huge range. Like Canon would have over 50 lenses available for this camera,
Yes.
doing various different jobs, wide angle, standard, telephoto lenses. There's a huge range of lenses available.
Sure, so I think we have actually covered, you know, in our little chat today, we've covered, you know, you have a budget from the very low end right to the top.
Yes,
Yeah.
as you can see, from not much more than €100 up to substantially more than that at 3,500 and everywhere in between.
Sure.
The important thing is to match the camera to your budget. It's not essential for you to have to spend a lot of money to get a camera that will suit your own needs.
So there you go, lots and lots of advice on all the different cameras that you can buy. So you've no excuse now, get out and buy that camera, and don't forget to keep sending your pictures in.